music videos.
Streets lead to tunnels. Tunnels lead to New Jersey. New Jersey leads to the States. States lead to the ocean. But I'm standing in a field. And those diesel trucks, they steal the whole road. Feeling lonely now.
She's so hot.
Days of sun, roadside love.
Nobody.
Midwestern hearts have come undone. Put that away, don't you know? You gotta grow up sometime. You gotta grow up sometime. But you can leave it out. Not gonna go the other way. Not gonna grow up sometime. Not gonna slow up sometime.
One hand, mama.
I'm sorry, I couldn't make it to Carolina. I'm not guilty of what you think I am. I got a head full of pearls and a shoe full of sand and a mind full of you. There you are in the sun,
Drinking, slurping.
having fun. Hold still while I take your picture, hon. In the sun, drinking
Slurping.
having
Is she that cute in real life? Not her. Slurping. Nope, it was real. Good story behind it too. Nope, it was real. Good story behind.
Go to $99musicvideos.com to discover how this music video was made for just $99. $99 Music Videos is best experienced with Verizon Fios Internet.
It didn't work. It's okay. Hold on
What?
just a second.
What?
Something I was supposed to try last night, but it didn't work out. But it's okay. It just takes a little longer. I turned it off. Play. Whatever. I'll figure it out.
Solve the mystery. Esoterica, Music and Art Festival. Decode the mysteries of the occult. October 17th, 18th and 19th, 2025. Happening in Spartanburg, South Carolina at the music camp. Fire. Water.
I don't either, Karen.
Air.
Did you get my email about Ben?
Earth.
Yes.
Words.
Ether.
Here at Tin Foil Sombrero, where we always talk like we're backstage.
Decode the mysteries of the occult. Gain wisdom, shed fear. Esoterica. Go to esoterica.world for tickets and for more information.
All right. How's everyone doing tonight? I know that we have Andrew B doing some tool time level work. Apparently there's a new thing called power tools. All the kids are doing it. And Cami, I see your window.
You do? It's looking at. I see your icon. Where are Larry and Nico?
They're backstage. Oh, hold on. I see them. Right there.
We'll be there. We'll be there in just a second.
All right. You know what? Maybe doing so well for my debut solo sombrero last night took away from this intro because I had it ready to go. But yeah, so we got Karen B and Cami Odell, and they're doing Esoterica, and we're going to promote that a little bit tonight and talk about a few other topics. I took some questions whenever I was doing some social media promos for it, so I got a couple of questions for you guys on and on. But the big thing I'm interested in, and I love about Esoterica, is it's going to be on the campground that we didn't get to actually do the festival at. I did search for Nathan's motorbike there, so I did see it. It's amazing. I bet you guys are going to have the best time.
Yes. Yes, it's our, we're attempting to use our time at the music camp, which is a 55-acre wooded wonderland, right on the river in the Carolinas, in South Carolina. And it's very close to the Greenville airport. It's right there. It's in Spartanburg. It's in between Greenville and Charlotte airports. It's a wonderful place. There's going to be tons of camping now. 55 acres, so that's quite a big chunk of land. It's very private. It's wooded. It has lots of infrastructure. They have lots of covered areas there that has power. They have stages. They have a kitchen there. They have pavilions. They have a stage. It's not just in the wilderness, but it's it's actually a very cool place because it could be so much better than people think it is. Um, it's like where you would see a Renaissance fair, where they have the
Yeah.
horses and the jousting and stuff. Like it's big enough to have something like that, but it's not a Renaissance fair. It would be it's like a camping festival with music and art and involving all of the things that this group is into, all it's esoterica. Esoteric is basically knowledge that is known only but to a few, or people who seek out hidden knowledge, and that's what we are. We are people who seek out knowledge that is known but to a few, and we want to know the things that most people don't know. We are seekers of truth, esoteric truths, and that's what this is about.
Nice. I immediately saw the potential when we were looking for Nathan's motorbike. But did you guys have in this area? Did you guys have like a 4-H camp or like a summer camp? Because the layout reminded me like even the best memories could take place on the causeways in between areas. Even those look cool. Like there would be like a map and a fork in the road, and there's a stage this way and something this way. It's like the layout of a place. Infinite potential. Like I hope someone in some chat that we did, and I don't even know, I guess it was on a Tin Foil Sombrero show, said that he's coming through Nashville. I could ride with him, but I don't remember who it was. I want to go so bad too. But the place looks, I can't wait for it. And while you guys might not find any wild Squatch, you might find a wild Nathan's motorbike in the woods somewhere.
Well, I would hope, but they don't get found very often, and when they get found, they're often in a much poorer condition than when they were taken. So
sure. Yeah, we all went there. Let's see. It was Nico and Lowry. Nathan was already there. And me and Watson and Grace. And we were scouring the place. I mean, it's a hike just getting through there, but at the same time, it's a cool, like it's very, the whole thing is scenic. There you go. There's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
For those that think that it's like a campground and RV lot or something like that, it's not. That's not what it is. Hold on to. Is that giving peace, Rico, or talk, or what is that? Rico?
That's me saying. That's me communicating with chat because I'm still new at this. Sorry, is that distracting when I do that?
No, I was just curious what it was or what.
Oh, my camera is over there. So when I just said hey to chat or to Ted. Sorry.
No, Karen was doing such a good job on it, but it's very magical. It's not like a giant lot though that would people park or like a campground. That it's a magical area. Again, there are gazebos or walkways. There's again a beach. There's all kinds of little things and activities and places to sit down, places to check into, and again the art everywhere. That's mostly is the art and the what's the kitschy, like the magic. It has the magic there.
Mm-hmm.
It has, they care. You can tell that it was built by people that really, really care, love the land, and we're trying to make something very special, or just they love it, and it shows.
You know what? To give them an idea, did you guys happen to like get any drone footage or anything of the layout?
Well, I have old drone footage, like pre-hurricane, so I don't know how accurate the footage is to what it looks like now.
I gotcha.
Because here's the cool thing about, there's a bad thing and a good thing about the hurricane, right? The bad thing is the hurricane ruined Flattoberfest 2024. But the good thing is that of all they had a bunch of trees fall down, and there's a mill down the road from the property, and they took the trees there and they milled all of the wood down, and they have that big warehouse right off the freeway. If you've ever been by there, I mean, people who know don't, but they have a big warehouse there, and they've been using it to dry lumber that they actually milled from the property and all the trees that fell down, and they're
Right.
building
Wow.
more infrastructure. So whatever you saw there, they're going to have more. Like there'll be probably some missing trees, but they're building up the infrastructure with the trees that fell from the hurricane, which is really awesome in my opinion. Like I think it's cool. They said they have another pavilion. I haven't been there, so I would like to actually make time to go down there and see what they've got. But apparently there's even more cool stuff there than there was before. So
Cool, man. I'm gonna try to get there. It's so last minute, but Lowry, are you guys gonna were you trying to play a few songs, or is that part of the deal, or is it just?
We were kind of talking. We were talking. I talked to Crumb last night.
You're a little hot on my end.
Oh, sorry. Let me just adjust that. I'll back up. No,
your mic's loud too.
Okay, hold on. I just didn't get much of a sound check tonight. Is that better? Is that better?
There you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I talked to Crumb last night, and I was like, we'll do this as a reprise of last year, or I mean, I can do it solo and do an entire catalog solo, but I wanted to play. I wanted to kind of make a big band thing happen because there's gonna be so many musicians there. It's just we'll see how you'll see how it works out as we get into early October, and we're close now. So like I'm within driving range of Crumb, and Chief's coming down too. So like we might play around.
He is? Nice.
Yeah. So it's like I think it's going to organically unfold exactly the way it is after us trying to do the Atlanta thing, and that just totally went south. Like I think this thing's actually meant to be like I don't know. That venue is so spectacular, Karen. I mean, it's just like, whoa, dude. Like whenever you go in there,
isn't it though? It's freaking magic. That place is it's just pure magic.
Yeah.
How can we not use it?
Yeah.
I would kind of like to just you guys do it without drums. That way I can not have to focus on keeping up with gear this time. And Karen, by the way, I've said this many times. I'm not just saying it because you're here. That was probably my favorite Flattoberfest, even hurricane and all. Like I had such a good time the whole time.
I know. Well, I've heard that from a few people, even though that for me was absolutely the worst one because nothing went as I wanted it to. Where usually I'm like, okay, this goes here and that goes there, and this happens then, and like everything. While things aren't perfect, they're tolerable. Like it's within reason. Like it's within my control. Like everything. What is supposed to happen happens. It may not happen at the time it's supposed to happen, but everything that is supposed to happen does happen. And so that was like, there was no control. Whatever happened just happened. It was like hurricane and made hurricane event. It was like whatever happened.
Yeah. Well, I can clearly remember like we had a great time at Crumb's house and the whole karaoke night and all that. But the next day I can remember you got some call. And the next thing I know, we're advertising to go to the hotel. And I remember having like the surreal thought of I'm sitting beside the promoter of my favorite show of the year she's redirecting all of us to the back of a hotel. Let's just go for it. Let's just get with it. Stopped to pick up a bottle and had the time of my life. I gave Lowry and Nico's 10th the time of its life too. Thus the nickname Hurricane Rico.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of were refugees at that point in time.
Right.
We were festival refugees, but like, everybody made a really amazing time out of something that should have just imploded. And I'm really super excited to actually get back into that place. I mean, if you don't know this place, I can't believe more bands haven't actually played out there for like big festival stuff, but it's like this really elvish kind of village in the woods that caters to music, and it caters to what Karen's going to be doing. And you may not be into some of the subjects that are talked about there, you may be into some other ones, but like the umbrella that Karen's kind of set up on this whole thing is such that if you're out into this world, I always call it the fringe, but it's really the esoteric or the secrets of the world that aren't talked about a lot. This is a place you're going to want to go. I mean, it is you're going to find somebody who can talk to you about your exact subject that you're really curious about. And, you know,
Okay, all right.
yeah, you know, it's like, it's
Yeah,
not,
see, so I was pretty much picturing, Cami, I was pretty much picturing what you and Zach do with how the world works as a festival is what I had in my head of Esoterica.
That would be
So,
very, very, very cool.
I mean, that's part of it.
right.
is-
Well, that's what I'm
Mhm.
picking up on. I'm picking up what you guys are throwing down. I know I'm a drummer, but I can think a little. I know I know I'm a flat earther. Shut up, man. Nothing. Nope.
I just, you all roboted on me, so I didn't hear any of that, but, you
That
know,
was super funny.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
It was so clever. Like it knocked my hat off.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Fiona Epsilon's not your gig, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people talking about a lot of stuff there, and the music, like, you know, I'm looking forward to playing with Chief again and Crumb, and it's just a cool ass crew, and like, you know, whatever you're into, man, like you know, I still want a Bigfooter to show up with some like rad ass footage, but like,
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
gonna work on getting some cryptid people there because there's so many Bigfooters in North Carolina. I think that as then I went to the Bigfoot Festival yesterday with Crumb and Emily, and while I was there, the whole time I was like, I could do a better Bigfoot festival than these people. Half the stuff here is not even Bigfoot stuff. And we don't even know where the Bigfoot speakers are. We don't even know where the call is. Like we just happened upon it. Like we had to hunt for it because we hadn't been there before. So that it wasn't like made obvious to people who were new there, right?
Right.
So the whole time I was just like, I could do a way better job.
I mean, I would just want to I want like first handers there to just tell their stories would be an amazing one. You know,
Yeah,
like
there wasn't really very much of that. Like there was a bunch of like podcasters and like I don't know stuff there. Like I went there with a camera and a mic and even me and Crumb were like, I'm like, if we can find people to talk to, maybe we can talk to some people. But it wasn't even that kind of vibe. Like it was just all, hey, buy our local wares and
Wow. That's terrible.
hey, eat some overpriced food and then like if you can find it, watch the Bigfoot calls and I like there was like a Bigfoot queen and a Bigfoot princess and stuff. And I got a little bit of I have a video on my channel that I'm gonna put up for channel members, but it's
are you saying
it's
they
RJ.
culturally appropriated Bigfoot for capitalism? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like it was totally like capitalist version of Bigfoot. It wasn't even cool. Like it just felt like it was just kind of so kitschy. It was like kitschy Bigfoot. It wasn't like,
That's so
you
weird.
know, I don't
Was
know.
there-
That's just my opinion. Maybe, you know, we would have to talk to Crumb and Emily and see what they thought because they went with me, but yeah, that was how that was my impression. I was just like, I could do such a better job where it was much more genuine, where we actually talked about and discussed all the stuff in and around the whole Bigfoot thing and cryptid thing, even not just Bigfoot, but other cryptids. And there was a little bit of stuff of cryptids like outside of Bigfoot there, but it just was like, I don't know. It wasn't so. I felt like it could have been more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where's the Bigfoot gravy?
Did
like
you
I
have
want
anybody
Bigfoot
there
gravy.
like speaking that said that they had seen? Because I saw the beginning of the video, but I had to run out the door to go shopping, which got me back almost not in time. But it looked
Shocking.
like it looked shocking. Yes, I know. It is shocking with me. It looked like it was like a vendor's market type of thing that all it looked like is people were selling gear.
Yeah, it was
I
mostly. I
didn't
mean, there was.
see entertainment or stages or any events going on. It looked like it was just a street closed where people were selling things and selling food.
Yeah, well, if you go a little bit later in the video, you can see where I have the Bigfoot call, like where the Bigfoot call is kind of in the middle of the video where people were, you know, yelling into the microphone and stuff. So, but even that was just like, it was just cheesy.
Caw.
It was just like, you know, like, it was just cheesy. It just wasn't. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So my first solo sombrero last night, Crumb was one of the panel members, so we did talk about it a little bit, and it pretty much to me sounds like a Warped Tour, but without the bands headlining to promote their wares. Did you guys even have like a headliner, like guest speaker, like the last guy of the night everyone was looking forward to kind of guy?
No, it's like this little podunk mountain town, Marion, closes off 3 blocks every year for a day so they can bring a bunch of people there and make a bunch of money, and like that's pretty much it. But there's no actual like inquisition about the whole thing surrounding Bigfoot. Like there's people there. There's like, if you watch my video, it'll say like there's a Sasquatch recon and like, you know, there's different podcasts that show up there and stuff. And I don't know, maybe if I could have talked to them, maybe I could have got like some sort of sense of like people who really actually care about it. But the majority of it to me just seemed like it was like a street fair to sell a country stuff. Not that it was terrible. Not that it was like, not that it's a horrible thing to like support local people, but it just wasn't Bigfoot-y enough for me.
Right.
I have high expectations. Like I want to be immersed in Bigfoot. I want people to be like walking around going, hey, like you ever seen a Bigfoot do this? Hey, you know, one time I was hunting and that thing came across me. You know what I mean? Like I want to see people talking about it, or, you know, I don't know.
I tell you, a guy that has a podcast that has
It does, because
really
it felt like a
good.
market and everybody was there and it was shopping and you had a lot of Bigfoot themes to it. It didn't look like, you're right, you didn't feel like you were into all about, everybody was all in. It was just a day out shopping and a fun distraction.
But it was fun hanging out with Crumb and Emily and looking at stuff. Like that part was fun. Like I did have fun hanging out with Crumb and Emily. I will say that. Like that made it, you know,
there's nothing wrong with a fun little market. It's a fun.
Yeah. But for a Bigfoot themed thing, I felt like it just wasn't enough.
You need more gravy. This just has to be gravy, and there just wasn't any gravy. It was just like t-shirts.
Squatch.
I'm trying to pull up this video.
I had this whole sketch for Crumb, and I was just like, it even included, you know what? I can't say that on this stream. That's just for solo sombreros.
Hey, Karen, for your
watch had a thing, and I couldn't figure out if that makes me gay or not.
On your videos, I'm looking through here right now, and I want to see. There was a video you put up on like an overhead tour of the venue for Esoterica, and I was going to share that unless you have the capability to share from your side, just because I'm operating outside of the backstage.
Well, it's the same venue that was supposed to be for Flattoberfest 2024. So there's like a Flattoberfest 2024 venue tour, a music camp tour, but this is pre-Helene. So it is the same property and there's a lot of the same infrastructure, but it is not accurate. So you could show it and it, you know, it gives you a good idea of what the place is, but that's not allegedly what it looks like now.
So it's changed a little bit.
Well, yeah, it got like,
we can get into that.
Hit by a.
Hey, how you doing? It's so confusing. It's a beautiful view. I get it, but where are your feet? At least I need to orientate myself.
What are you talking about? Cami's camera?
Yeah, her rock star.
That's her rock perch. That's her rock blanket, and that's where magic happens right there. And then she looks down into. There's a river down there, which was really awesome. I got to visit that.
I've seen footage of the land.
Yeah, and
you are a rock star, Cami.
Yeah, what I wanted to do is like I wanted to dive a little bit since we have you two, because we're gonna ramp up the talking about Esoterica for the next 6 weeks or whatever it is, and just kind of get more, Karen, of your ideas of, why you branded it the way you did. You could probably extend out from that.
But it's not just me. This isn't just me. And
I talked to Nathan earlier.
It's like I really can't get away from it. It's like if I'm involved in, I almost wanted to say like we shouldn't say that I'm involved in it at all, because it isn't just me. But I knew that if I was, you know, that it would just all be focused on me anyway. But whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like take us through like just your ideas and like your experience from Flatober moving into this and like what you're setting up for people, because I think it's going to be super fucking cool, and I think it's going to be cool for people that don't even know they know that it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cool for people that are like, there's this weird festival going on outside of town, I just heard about it, and like like people that just would
Yeah.
meander in there and be like, where have I, and to me that's kind of one of the most rad festivals you could ever go to. It's like, dude, I just wandered into this place and they're talking about all these subjects, and like it was so wild, like as opposed to like what you expect at a certain festival, which turns into like the Rainbow Family or Fish Heads or like what else, just like it's like somebody randomly off the street found this, and they wonder, and not only would they learn something and they actually like get some secrets, they'd have a good time. I mean, it's like everybody that goes to these things has a really good time, and I think there's a misunderstanding about like what Flattoberfest was and then what this is, or like anything else. It's like, dude, they are really super fun places to go. If you can get past that little block in your head, if you're just a newcomer to like, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted you to like really expand on. Like,
but I think that is why I really didn't want to have the over the top flat earth branding on this event, is because I wanted that gone. Like I wanted curious people to feel comfortable showing up. Like if you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in
Well, I've been
this
trying to do
group,
that with this show. I've been trying to take this show away from being so flat earth centric, even though we all are. But same
yeah,
thing.
like we all it's like we all understand that this is like a level geocentric realm. Whatever you think it is beyond that, nobody can prove. It's all debatable. Like I don't even like to argue about all that. But you're a non-globalist essentially um is what we all are. We're non-globalist, and that globalist in itself like means a lot of things, right? Because of the whole WEF and the WHO, and like the real globalists, these people who have billions of dollars and they manipulate economies and countries, and they implement these ridiculous things, and everybody's got and I don't know how many people remember, back when all this stuff went down, like the original lockstep document came out and we all knew about it, but then we found out later that literally every major country had their own version of this lockstep document. So, um, it those who know, we know that these world powers, they act like they're all against each other, and maybe they do have some kind of a guff between each other, but it's got nothing to do with us, and we're all just pawns in the game. So we have to sort of do our best to exclude ourselves from this stuff, and that's really what this is all about. It's I don't really care what you think is going on outside of a level earth or a non-globalist earth, or like you don't think it's not what they say it is. I don't really care what people think anymore, because after 10 years I've realized that everybody's going to think what they want to think, and it doesn't matter because none of it can be proven anyways. All that
Yeah.
matters is that you're not believing what they've been telling you. And also I think it's important though to not go too far to the other side where you're falling for just everything. And so that's where I really like these events, because and that's why I really get choosy about who I have speaking and who I have presenting, or not that this event isn't particularly about event presenting or anything like that, but in the past I have cared about that because I really want people to have the knowledge, to be armed to make better decisions about the life that they're living. And that means different things for different people. But the only thing that really matters in the grand scheme of things is objective truth, or like what can be, considered the majority objective truth by other people who cross investigate things and stuff like that. So Anyway, I'm getting off track. But anyway,
Well, I think you're talking about
oh,
Zetetics
yeah,
at its base level. I mean, Zetetic
for everything, zetetic
yeah,
everything, not
it-
just cosmology, but just everything. About virus versus terrain theory, or anything like that, like the law, natural law versus maritime law versus common law, or whatever you want to call it, just all the legalese that is another way to just keep people bound into a certain sort of corral. There's a lot of things going on. So, you know, these things are important, and it's good to like at least make people aware of things that are going on, even on a base level, and everybody's got to start somewhere. And I just feel like it's a good thing to sort of take off the flat earth branding so people aren't so put off, because for a long time I was just like, who cares? Yeah, flat earth, I want to put it in your face, right?
yeah.
But
I
it
was gonna
doesn't really need to be in your face. It can be included under sort of an umbrella of all the things that are put together. Although I still do consider flat Earth to be sort of the foundation upon which all these other lies are laid. I really do. I
yeah, and
feel like
I
a
was
lot
gonna
of things wouldn't be possible if people weren't convinced that they live on a little ball that spins out in the nothingness of space around another
yeah.
ball that spins around another ball in the vacuum, and then like it's just so ridiculous.
So I was going to speak to that. Like, I think what we let's call it flat Earth 2.0 or whatever. What we didn't really like pay attention to starting in 2015 to 2016 when this whole thing kicked off, we didn't realize how triggering that those two words are. And we didn't realize how bad it is for some people and how triggering it is when they hear that. And because we were off on our own missions, down our own rabbit holes, trying to figure out if this thing was really the truth or not. We were so far removed from how the average person would respond to those two words together that we were we had to learn that lesson. Like even now I use Fiona Epsilon just because I just don't want. I'm tired of dealing with people's triggers. And I don't want to see somebody fucking get all fired up about something they don't understand. And I've taken enough arrows over it that I'm through with it. It's like I know I feel comfortable with exactly what it is. And I like what you're doing with this festival. I like that it's obviously FE is a part of it. But I like that you've got so many little topics that it's like so many people might be interested in, and then there's going to be music and it's fun people, and it is not what people think it would be. It's just a surprise around every corner. And I don't know, as far as the festival is concerned, that's what I want to.
That's what exactly I was talking to Alex, Nico, and Andrew about that with Sombrero. I'm like, hey, it's no less important to me, cosmology, but at the same time, we're going to have new people rolling in, seeing what it's about. They're going to hear that and tune out and be done. Let's not be a flat earth centric show. Let's talk about all the things that we're awake to. And I think that's pretty important, which kind of even adds to my whole gripe over the division within the community ever since the final experiment. Like it wouldn't be so bad if people weren't so testy over it. Like, I said this last night on, Hurricane Rico, but or the whole thing about being a flat earther isn't a prerequisite to be my friend, and it's just not. Like, like I got lots of friends that won't even look at it because it's so ridiculous to them. So I love that your festival is getting away from that. But the same people
I'm not getting away from it.
The same people should show up to it.
But it's not getting away from it. It's just not making it the focal point.
Focus. Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah. You meant what I knew.
Are you going to tell us a little bit about some people that are going to be there, Karen? Like, just kind of get some insights on some of your guests. Some, you keeping it a surprise?
Well, we're working on it, but we have so far Mario Garza, who is of Symbolic Studies, who was invited to the last Flattoberfest, but we didn't get to have him talk about anything. But he will be at this event, and he's also planning on bringing his wife with him, who also does, I think, herbal medicine type stuff. I haven't really talked to her, so I don't want to speak to that, but I feel like that's what I've heard so far. And then also, of course, Chief Crow
I love it.
and the
Dude.
and the Flat Earth Worms.
Flat Earth worms.
I think Grace told me they're going. Am I right about
Yes,
that?
Watson will be there because Watson loves all things esoteric, and he's a
Oh yeah.
wonderful artist. His art also has all kinds of esoteric symbolism and meaning in it, and he does beautiful tattoos. I've got some of his. I wear these tattoos on the back of my hand are from Watson, right? Like
Oh
I wear.
yeah. I saw those and I was like, you so one upped me, homegirl.
I mean, I always wanted the back of my hands done, and then like with Watson, I was like, yeah, you do it.
I'm gonna get a Watson tattoo there. I already talked to him about it. I'm gonna get some sort of sunflower Watson style.
He owes me a
there as
tattoo.
well.
He's gonna do something on my forehead.
He's
but
one of
Gr-
those artists where you're like, you see what he does, and it's very unique to him, and it's just so beautiful. You just have to really feel it to get his work. It's
Yeah.
very,
His
it's
Instagram
wonderful.
page shows a lot of his good work. I like how his use of like white and that chalky black. But Grace also makes these really cool stone necklaces, and she's making me a Tin Foil Sombrero necklace.
Nice.
What's playing? What am I hearing? Is that me?
I don't know. I can check.
It's not me.
That was Cami. Cami's. I think she's running a TV or something. Where's Cami at right now? She's just kind of hanging
I'm
around.
That is Cammy's screen porch. I'm sorry, Cammy. Go ahead.
No, that is my screen porch, and I was on mute, so I don't think it could have been me.
No, that was me. That was me that muted you, but I mean, it could be somebody else. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Might be me.
Do you hear any background noise? Am I not on the AirPod speakers? Can you hear any background noise at all? Because if you can,
Not
No.
right now. It sounds
Okay.
good. But
Oh, I
I just
heard-
heard something.
it could be
What
me.
is that?
mhm.
You know
I
what?
heard we
It's not
did.
bothering me if it's not bothering you guys. But yeah, Watson's going to
Mhm.
continue this whole Stanley Kubrick carpet thing along here, but add like your hands, the white stuff in there too, you know? There she is. Hey, beautiful.
Hello. Hi, everybody. We're
Mm.
just kind of up here. We're going to say thanks to Jana for helping me today. I was not feeling so good. And she got me to the grocery store. My son is online. He doesn't want to be, so I'll probably take this off.
Oh, hey, John. I didn't know you were there.
Thanks, Jonna.
Thanks, Jana.
Don't tattoo your face.
I was
I
just thinking.
agree, Angela. I will never tattoo my face. That's all I know.
It's kind of a bridge too far a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I know it sounds like that. I just want to prove to people that I have such good looking eyes. I could tattoo my face and pull it off.
Is
I'm
that
kidding.
right now?
I'm kidding.
Yeah. We have an
I'm not sure
actor,
how that
Can you
active
imagine
shooter in Colombia
being
right
that
now.
confident?
Sorry, Cami, what was that?
Oh, I just got the news flash. Jana gave me one. We have an active shooter in Colombia right now.
Oh boy.
Where's
Oh
Colombia
boy.
from you guys?
South of us.
South.
A little bit over.
Let's see what's going on up
State
here.
capital and-
So don't get a face tattoo. I've already got a tramp stamp. I got a Don Pettit tattoo.
Active
I'll get him to do
shooter.
something.
I mean, it
I
doesn't
want
get
what you have.
Tom Pettit tattoo, my dude. That's
Have you seen it?
yeah. I remember you posted it, and I was just like, "Who's wearing that stupid fucking tattoo?" And you're like, "That's mine." And I was like,
It's so bad, but you know what? More people got selfies with that tattoo than my face at Plattoberfest. Hey,
Are you
is that
gonna
a good thing or
can
a
you
bad
show it?
thing?
what?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I love it.
Okay.
I haven't got attention like this since I was like a drummer guy.
So your Don Pettit tattoo, you know what it reminded me of is like remember the pictures in Napoleon Dynamite where they were drawing pictures of each other, only it was on your skin, which was the perfect way to treat Don Pettit on your skin. Because it kind of looks like him, but not really. So, like, I don't know. Do you want to show it to the audience? Can you get it up?
Yeah. That's what she
Oh,
said.
don't
Yeah, you
ask
guys.
that.
Hey, wrong
Oh.
show. Sorry, Cami.
And
Wrong show.
I was texting on my phone. What did I miss here? I think I'm better. I can see by Karen. I didn't miss anything.
Oh, he is
Okay.
Don Pettit
You
tattooed
don't
on
want to
his.
know.
Okay. If you look on the chat, you'll see me saying good evening, everyone. And I was totally missed that one. And I'm glad. We're not going to go back.
It was childish.
Hello,
That's what
Sherry.
she said. Okay, let me find it. Where was it?
He did a whole his very first Tin Foil Sombrero broadcast was him live streaming him getting a
Second. That was the second episode
on his ankle. I was against it.
What?
Yeah.
But it was like I was like, okay, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So I was like, okay. And it's funny. I don't know. You guys have to look at the tattoo yourself and see, does it really look like Don Pettit, or like was the tattoo artist like so bored with like putting an astronaut on your leg?
No, he was
They are
about
just-
it. Like, actually, even the owner came in because I told him I was going to simulcast it on our channel. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I got to find this real quick.
Yeah. Like we're gonna go to break here shortly, but like why don't you and Cami just kind of, if you want to run, because we didn't get a proper intro today. It's been kind of an interesting day over here in Durham. We're finally going to be back at the beach, but if you guys like want to like expand a little bit and talk more about the festival and like some more things that maybe we haven't covered, and maybe some details on like camping and like kind of where it's at, so that we have it.
I got two
here.
tables in.
What do you mean details on camping? Camping is at the venue. It's like
know.
the whole thing is it's 55 acres.
So give them like the stats on like the cost, what they can get in there with. Can they get an RV in there? Can they not? Is they can bring a tent? Like what's going on?
Go to the website.
So if you're coming in with like a huge tour bus, you're not going to get in there.
Here's the thing. There's no like official RV hookups. Like you can't bring an RV and have like wet camping and like sewer and electric or anything like that. So I would not advertise it as RV camping. You can fit an RV in there, but you will be dry camping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not what most RV campers would consider standard RV camping, because there's no sewer. You're not going to have a wet hookup. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about?
Right. You're not going to have like yes. Yeah. You won't
There's
have
no
power.
yeah, there's no wet hookup. That's what she said. Yeah, I get it. That's what I fucking said. There's no wet hookup. It's dry camping. Anyway, people who know about RVs and stuff will know about that.
Yeah. You're not gonna be able to dump your water. You're not gonna be able to dump the stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, it's rad. I'm so glad.
There will be porta potties and stuff like that, and there's a river right there, and we're gonna have food. Like it's not. It's not like there's no infrastructure either. But there's no sewer hookup for RVs. But there are porta potties, etc., where you can do your business, where you don't have to do it in the RV. Like if you bring your RV, just go use the porta potty, and you don't have to worry about your wet hookup in the RV. You know what I'm saying? People know. RV campers know. Anyway,
there's also like a few glamping tents too. I don't know if they survived the hurricane last year.
No. Don't talk about glamping tents by the venue. There's no glamping tents by the venue for the event. No.
No.
If you want a glamping tent, you bring your own glamping tent. But there's tons of freaking room. 55 acres. If you're a camper and you buy a camping tent, a camping ticket, and then you buy a parking ticket, for your whatever vehicle you bring in, you're good, right? You come in, you're not going to park where daily people who aren't camping there are going to park. There's going to be separate parking, but if you come in, you can park your car near your actual camping site. You know, it's, I can't explain it now, but it's, trust me, that's how it is when it works out there.
There's all
But
kinds
that's
of
how it works out.
niches to pull your little vehicle into, and that
Yeah.
all kinds of little nooks in that, so you can
It's
find your with your little
freaking
thing.
55
5
acres,
acres.
yo. I don't think you guys understand how big 55 acres is.
And
A
you
lot.
might actually come to the festival and never actually go to the festival. It's that big. You could be like in
You
a corner. And
could.
you don't even know
could
what's
come
going on.
there and camp and never leave your campsite and just hang out by the river, and you would never, you know, seriously, you could.
Or you could be one of the people that like to stay in a hotel. You could stay in a hotel. You can drive in, pull right up to where the pavilion
Dr.
is,
Law!
and Dr. Law, and pull it right back along, or where the kitchen, because there is, why we say that in the camping, there is a full kitchen, and there is covered pavilions. There's it's not it's that perfect mixture. It's, we have, like, there's electricity on site, and yet everybody does not get a place to plug their charger, and it's limited electricity. You're outside over 55 acres,
Yeah.
but there is electricity, there is lighting, there
Bring
is
your solar chargers, bring your battery chargers, you know, solar chargers, batteries, whatever. Bring it.
I do want to throw one out there, and we can do it more. Is Melissa in the audience today? I do not have
Yes, the accidental
chat up.
alchemist. She'll be there.
Nice.
Lowry, can you grab that link and show it? I can't for some
What
reason.
link?
I just posted a link in chat.
Oh, it went up. It's right there on the page.
Yeah, I know. Can you grab it and present it on the screen? Because
It is presented.
Nope. Listen. Click
Is
on
it
the
a
link.
private chat?
No.
No.
Listen. Just listen to me. click on the link so you see the photo, and then share the photo on the screen.
Okay.
My internet went down for that link, so I can't. And I did all that just to lead up to this. So why is that doing that?
Hold on a second. I don't know. I don't know where you sent it, buddy. I don't know.
It's right.
Where did you send it? Oh, it's right here in the thing.
Yeah, in the chat. All right.
I don't know. This is not the way I normally do it. So
yeah, me neither. That's why. But I did all this work, and it's break time now.
I can't even get it to copy and paste.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll figure it
right.
out. We'll show it in the next hour.
I got some break stuff to do anyway, so I got to focus. Why is my computer not going online though? That's really weird. It's online. It just won't connect to my phone, so I could do what I normally do. I love live shows. Who cares about some pre-records? I'm so not gonna.
So we'll be back here shortly. We're gonna do another hour. I got some things I want to talk about that's related to Esoterica, but
yeah, I don't. Did you read
things
in private chat that I'm gonna play Waves and Tides again?
Okay.
After the ad, the two ads, because I have an announcement after break. Go into break.
Oh, I do have a link from Karen for. Oh yeah, for the. So I do want to show this after the break. This will be for the.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play these three real quick.
Okay.
You guys take a break because I got an announcement I need to make after the break. It took me forever to set up, so let's do that first. And you guys take a break if you want to take a break.
The Flat Earth Sun, Moon and Zodiac Clock app. Frequently asked questions. More resources. Books divided into your favorite categories. Shopping for that perfect flat earth item. Homeschool section. Featured content creators. Biblical cosmology. Old world research. Video search feature. Games. The Meetup Maker will help you find your local tribe. matchmaker to help you find that special someone. Search your selected radius and say hello. Image search for those key images at your fingertips. Enjoy our chat section. Selected new background in our settings area. Time lapse, zodiac, and time zones. The friend finder helps you see where all the cool people are hanging.
Cashing them Dave Weiss.
Use your referral code and earn points and dome cryptocurrency.
And I gotta do it the hard way again, because that idea didn't work, Alex. We'll talk about that later. Hopefully you're taking a break. Good for you.
Solve the mystery.
Is this right, Liz?
Esoterica, Music and Art Festival. Decode the mysteries of the occult. October 17th, 18th and 19th, 2025. Happening in Spartanburg, South Carolina at the Music Camp. Fire. Water. Air. Earth. Ether.
Featuring Austin Whitsitt of Whitsitt Gets It. Live music by Chief Crow.
What a coincidence with my announcement.
Mario Garza of Symbolic Studies. Artist Watson Atkinson. Live music by Alex Lowry and Christopher Crumb of Don't Follow Crumb.
Aww.
Plus more to be announced.
Decode the mysteries of the occult. Gain wisdom, shed fear. Esoterica. Go to esoterica.world for tickets and for more information.
And I'm about to play one last video for the break, and I wanted to set you guys up. There's an announcement, but this was done when I first got sick for my conspiracy trivia charity outreach forever ago, and we're about to do another one for someone that's very near and dear to me. And Lowry made this for my family's just to kind of show my family and everything was being helped. So that's why this is being played. I dropped a hint last night, and there is a picture of him in this. So here you go.
What the hell have I done? I've gone and lost another year, watching things curve into here. Falling up the only thing I have, fearing that which can't reach me at all, knowing only that which meets my heart.
Atticus.
Waves and tides, breaking on beaches of strife.
Yeah, Josh. Yes. I can't hear over the music.
It's the way I know I should not be. Watching love destroy everything. Perhaps I should go now to sleep and sleep.
Rest in peace. Nathan.
Beaches of strife, 1,000 times I have known the rock of my own. Waves and
Ben. We've been fly. You know. Hey guys, look at this photo coming up. You'll know which one. I think Ted is in this picture. There you go.
Who are those guys? Who are those guys?
All right. All right. Cami, there you go. I see you. I got you. Oh, it's getting dark there. Oh, it is you too. All right. So that is the video, as I said, setting up the song during break that Alex did for me to, did we lead the show with it, the trivia? I've gotten so much better getting off of Big Pharma alone, just FYI. Still dealing with all that, but it was a game changer right when I needed it the most. The whole crew came in, and Crumb and Lowry, they were pitted against each other to raise money, and it was just unbelievable. That's how I met Andrew. I mean, it was just such a good vibe and no strings attached. It was just a really, really great thing. And right now, Austin Whitsitt, him and his family, they have to move couple states away, very short notice. And even though his trivia for charity will be on September 14th, where he's going to be there, we're going to set the date a few weeks past that. That way, hopefully, we can raise enough money to get him moved and, you know, pay for the move and everything. And
yeah, you know, the gang out there is you know, one thing I gotta say that's like really astonishing is, you know, call it the community or the Epi land or whatever. They are very, very supportive, and they a lot of people did a lot of things for Nicole and us when we went through the thing in Louisville, and I can't be grateful enough for that. And there's a thing about people that are the core and that are involved in whatever this thing is we're up to. They show up and they help when people need help, and Nicole and I needed help badly, and people showed up, and I'll never forget that, man. And
yeah, same here. And
yeah,
I love that
so
3 years later, here we are, like something like 3 years later, and it means so much to me that Witsit needs to be the recipient, and I get to host it on a show that I invented. You know, to me, like everything comes back around.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. And I've heard a couple negative comments here and there about them, like people were making money off of it. That couldn't be further from the truth. Hey, Bubba. That could be further from the truth. They're set up in like Witsit's name under a GoFundMe. Like he gets it. Like no one makes a penny. It's all donations, and we just do the trivia just for something fun. And I'm gonna I got stuff to give away. I mean, give away a skateboard. Was that Cami? Yeah. I'll give away some stuff. And Lowry's got a moving truck full of stuff he can give away.
No, don't even talk about moving trucks with me right now. I'm not even going to do that.
But yes, that will be on September 14th.
Yeah. And I think if I remember right, Karen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Witsit's gonna be around for Esoterica too.
Yeah, he's in the ad. He'll be there.
I just saw that. I should have told him.
This is for everybody else, Karen. Just so you keep going to the website or whatever, but like there's a lot of people that you have to tell them like 5 times.
Go to the website, esoterica.world, esoterica.world. Esoterica.
And he's got himself like he being involved with TFE is his position in that. I still think his story is unfolding. He's in a tricky spot there because there's a lot of the community that just plainly don't trust any single person that was involved in that thing. So like, you know, with Witsit,
that's their problem.
Yeah, it is their problem. And it's like, you know what? Again, I'm from the Zetetic background. I was like, show me evidence and I'll pursue the evidence. I'll show me the data. I'll pursue the data. Jerry's off on his own bramble. Elizabeth, I never even knew.
This out of the way real quick.
His story is unfolding, and you know, that's what that is. And I know there's a lot of people out there that you know aren't happy about, you know, me saying, why are you, how could you be with, well, you know what, I've known this guy for a long time, and whatever that goat fuck was in Antarctica.
The first time I heard about Witsit was from Bob telling us, hey, I found this kid on Facebook. He's really smart. He's able to talk really well, blah, blah, blah. Like Bob just loved him. That's how I found out about Witsit. And that was a long freaking time ago. Nobody knew who he was way back then.
He stayed here in this he slept right in front of me before he was on it. I think maybe before Globebusters. Like he was at a meetup because he's from Tennessee. So I've known that dude forever, and I trust him. Like
the other thing that needs to be really, really addressed too is like, especially in the what we talk about, the subjects that we talk about in this area and everything else. Time reveals a lot of truth, but you have to have the patience to take the time. And you know, there's a lot of people that came out really hot on certain subjects that turned out to be, you know, they turned out to be grifters. But over time, and I think I met Witsit for the first time at one of your events, Karen, like early on, like
Might have been Solar Return.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's right. I did see him. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was talking to him online, but I didn't put a name to the face. And time sorts everything out. And I think, like, if you have the patience to sit back, everybody wants their answers right away. Everybody wants their gravy. Give me the gravy. Give me the gravy. Give me the answers. Well, I mean, that takes study. It takes sitting back and not going off your first instinct of what you think happened or what you observed or anything else. And that's why I've always been really simple in this whole matter of either it's Fiona Epsilon or any other subject, is like, go get a data set and see what it says and step back from it. And now you apply that to the social structure of, out there in FE land. It's like fucking high school out there. It's like everybody got reborn when we blew the lid off this cosmology 2.0. And now everyone's like forming these social structures, which is really Jerry Springer bullshit, And I'm like, you're just doing the same fucking shit you did in high school, only you're doing it on a subject that's really important. And maybe you need to take a breather before you decide to fire people overnight, and yeah, there's a lot of fucking grifters out there doing some stupid shit that doesn't make any sense.
No, maybe that's you, I think.
Cami needs to call up Spectrum. No, she's muted. Is that me?
Oh,
Is
I can mute
anybody else
me.
hearing the static? Or is
yeah,
that
I'm
yeah,
hearing-
yeah, I'm hearing it. It's not coming.
It's not me. I muted myself. Maybe Big Brother's checking in on us. But the point being is that these subjects that we've found ourselves in is tough for anybody to get into, much less like us, who I was already into reading about fringe shit way back when, that event in September of 2001, all the way up to where we're at now. And it was still hard for me to swallow, FE. It was hard for me to swallow it. And we're talking years and years and years of us being used to like taking on big ideas.
Andrew, stop. Andrew. No, he just texted me. Stop trying to log in. It's just causing interference.
Yeah. So, but the point being is, we have to remember that just because a big splash of gravy happens overnight, and maybe it's true, maybe it isn't, you have to take a breather, sit back and watch it over the course of a month or 2 months. Like that, like I said, that disaster in Antarctica is still rippling between people all over the place. And everybody's got their own theory about it. Everybody's got their own thing about it. I don't give a shit, because the four basic ideas which I've always stood by are the measurement of curvature, gas pressure without a container, Michelson-Morley, and water lays flat. You show me any counter evidence to that, which they haven't, they won't, they can't, then you got fucking nothing, and you can go fuck yourself. And that's where I go.
Heard Karen B say something to the, like, I'm paraphrasing quite a bit, but something like, you really don't mess with the sky because it just, you kind of get lost in the.
Well, that's how the globe was made, based on observations of the sky, and then aligning a star to a point on the place on the Earth. But you know how you see your dome of vision, perspective and everything, and it's almost like that. All that stuff gets thrown out the window and gets turned into the globe model.
Yeah.
That
was the whole hijacking of they hijack perspective for. What's the terminology? Hijacking perspective for Earth curvature. They just changed out a word. Basically, they took perspective completely out of curriculum. Unless you're an artist, if you go to art class, then they teach you perspective because that's how you draw, right? But like the average person doesn't even know what the fuck you're talking about when you say perspective. It's like, look, we can agree that car way down the highway is not this size. And they'll be like, yeah, it's tiny because it's way off. I was like, that's called perspective. The sun behaves the same way. Moon behaves the same way. Everything you see behaves just like that. Why are you excluding the things in the sky from the way you see it on the ground? And it's really difficult. Maybe it's just because maybe there's a lot of artists in this community because we did go to art class and we remembered what we learned. But like, they don't teach you perspective, in your core classes unless you go to painting class. Do they even
Yeah,
teach
that's
painting
definitely
anymore?
that's an art class thing for sure, because I was big into art growing up. I took art classes all throughout school when they had them in school still, and I also went to the Academy of Art, the Institute of Academy of Art in San Francisco. My uncle taught there. So I took all kinds of art classes all the way up to college level. And yes, that I can say that I never saw anything about perspective and how perspective worked outside of art class. It just wasn't a thing. It was that was a thing in art class about drawing scenes, like street scenes or landscapes. You would have a vanishing point and you'd pick your horizon and you'd have your vanishing point, and everything went to that vanishing point. And if you wanted to make your scene look realistic, you made sure that everything followed that vanishing point, and if you did that, it did look correct to reality
Yeah.
for sure.
Like you always use like a hallway or train tracks. Like I remember that.
Or a street, like a street corner. You could even do like 2 points of perspective, like one that way and one that way, and then like the corner building would be in the front, so you'd have the perspective going this way and that way. Like there's multiple things you can do with perspective. But once you understand that concept and you've done it, you get how it works. It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Isn't it interesting that like that people will agree that things vanish on streetlights? It's really interesting to me. They'll agree with that. And then like, but you take their head and like, okay, now I'm going to take your head and I'm going to tilt your head backwards to the sky. Do you think anything changes up there? And it's like the eyes glaze over. They're like, no, but no, it actually works all the way around your field of vision. It works exactly that way.
Oh yeah,
And
but
it's
it's so
fascinating
far
to watch.
away. Yeah.
So far away, but it's like even further proves the perspective issue with the sky. But that's where the logic disappears, I guess, with a lot of people that are looking, what I would call the supernatural or the how the sky works versus like, looking on the ground. It's like they can't do the two together. It's like you're combining two different ideas and it's too much, and then you get cognitus. That I mean, it's so basic. It's a basic argument, and they confound a lot of different arguments out into things that just don't mean anything.
Well, like the biggest one on that one to me would be like boats disappearing over the horizon, because a lot of like really smart people that I know, that's their first go-to, and I'm like, that's the easiest one to disprove right there. Because I did an experiment, not Home Depot, Lowe's. I used 3 bricks and I put my phone sideways on the floor and back the bricks up, and they disappear from the bottom up. In that, I did that whole thing when I first heard that, and that was years. I mean, that was 2015 or 16. That's the first actual experiment I did, was in a Lowe's with bricks and showing that it disappears from the ground up.
Yes, Cami, perspective also works different when not at eye level. So when you have all these objects that are up and operating on a plane that is way above our heads, the perspective also changes there too. It does make it act differently, because they're already far away from us, and then also they're interacting on their own plane above us. So it is kind of weird. Visually, things, it could be seen either way, which is why we are still in the argument so many years later.
Yeah, and what you have, well, I've thought about this subject a lot, and it's really hard to like actually get it out onto a platform to talk about it like with a group, but like we're made to perceive our reality around us, and we all generally have the same tools to do it. We have these 2 eyes that have some curvature in the lens of your eyes. We all agree, we can generally point at the wall and we agree on a color. Say that there's a painting on the wall that says it's red. We all agree that that's red. You see that's red unless you're colorblind, obviously. We also can agree that we look down a highway and things get smaller the further out it gets. We all kind of come to that general agreement. The leap, the big fucking leap that's really difficult for me to get, because now that we've been looking at it for so long, it's easier for me now, is how can you not reconcile what you're seeing down a highway versus the other 360 degrees in the dome of the things in the sky? It's okay to think that a car is way down the road tiny, but when it comes to the sun or the moon or the stars or anything up there, no, that's off limits. That doesn't account for it. So you're saying that when I look up, my eyes behave differently than when I'm looking down a highway. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, yeah, you have magnification in the atmosphere. You have all these things that come, into the equation, and it does create like the sun and the moon looking a little bit larger as it gets further out, and you have more moisture in the atmosphere, and it has a magnification aspect to it. Mm-hmm. But where is the loss? Where is the loss in logic other than that maybe people are NPCs? Is that why can't you not apply the small car down the highway to things in the sky? How is that different? There's no answer.
It's not just watch an airplane fly over your head and watch it disappear, get closer and closer to the horizon. It doesn't go up, up and away. It goes, it closes in on that vanishing point, just like everything else.
Yeah, it's weird, and this is where I'm trying to be a better person in my world, Karen, is when I see that lapse of logic between ground terrain perspective. Oh, I agree with that too. Like, how does that differ from the sky? And I see people just smoke comes from their ears. It's like, does not compute. I mean, that's how we're all perceiving this place. We're perceiving it through a pair of eyes.
I still wish more people would focus on terrestrial observations rather than sky observations.
I know,
because the sky observations are way more difficult to decipher because we cannot touch those objects. We cannot physically go there. We cannot hold a tape measure from the surface of the earth to the surface of the sun or the surface of the moon or the surface of any other supposed rock floating around in space up there. Like, as far as we're concerned, they're all lights in the sky,
Yeah.
So it would be, I wish people would focus more on what the alleged size of Earth is and the amount of curvature that should be observed and things that should be disappear beyond a quote unquote geometric curve, like the Earth is a ball, right? Allegedly it's a ball. And so if you go around the curve, it's like at some point you're going around the freaking corner. It's not a sharp corner, but it's round enough and like eventually you should be going around that corner. And there's just way too many earthly terrestrial observations of seeing objects that are just way beyond that that curve, that geometric curve, that hard horizon that should be there, that alleged corner, the round corner, which is a bar I used to go to in Sacramento. But the round corner, right? It just based on the geometry alone, there's things that should be observed that just simply are not. Along with like the lack of detection of motion without their whole like jibber jabber backwards talk, like mental gymnastics to make you think that that's what they're seeing. But I mean, if you really get into it, if you really do your homework, you know that there is no curvature and there is no motion detected, and so the Earth, just on those two things alone, cannot be a ball. I mean, if one thing is incorrect, the whole model is incorrect.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? What's funny about that is Cami and I had a really good conversation. I might have been actually live on the show. We were talking about the language that people who defend, the NASA globular position, and they like to use this phrase before this is what we would expect to happen, and our model says this expects it. And Cami immediately came back. She was like, yeah, but when are we expecting that to happen? Because so far you're talking about an answer that's in the future while our observation is in the present. And then Cami's like, never the two shall meet, which is the real hole in the entire argument of intellectualists when it comes to astrophysics. we expect this to happen. It's like, well, what part in time do you expect our observation to meet your expectation? It never does. That is the hammer in their coffin, is that we expose the fact that, well, we just operate in the future. Our answer is in the future. So it's always going to be expected in the future, but it never actually matches, our observations, which is exposing fraud, which is exposing grifters, which is exposing a space religion that is fucking dying right in front of us. And nobody wants to hear it right now, but they're going to have to hear it. And I'm happy to rip the fucking Band-Aid off. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Was that too much?
Not at all. Hey, I love a solid F-bomb.
I've used up our quota for this evening. So
Yeah.
Karen, you can drop as many as you want.
I can't believe I did any That's What She Said style jokes on this after getting it all out of my system last night on Hurricane Rico, but they was just so good. And I'm just like, come on, dude. I'm going to be 50 in 2 years and I still like think like a 14-year-old.
Okay, I'm gonna share. I want to. A lot of you guys have seen this, but like again, Karen, I want to show this stuff again because Esoterica is important to me, and I want people to kind of see. It's not going to be exactly like this, because of course a hurricane moved through there, but this is the vibe of like where this is going to happen, and it's just so cool, man. I mean, I loved it when we went there. Both times I was there, even post hurricane. So here we go.
Oh yes, the venue tour. You can probably mute it. Oh, it's got Chief Pro music. Never mind. That's cool.
Yeah, why would I mute it? I like it. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, so right there is the main stage where the music will be, and it has a big pavilion, that big white square is like the pavilion that covers the viewing area in front of the stage.
That's last year's dates, guys. This year is going to be in October. That's FYI.
Yeah, it's going to be October 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Oh my God, that stage is so awesome. There's like a bus behind
I forgot about that. That
Yeah,
looks like
that's
one
the
of those
stage.
little country style exits, like where they do like bank robbers, like sidearms. I can't think of
Yeah, I mean, it's like old Southern Charm style type of stuff in there.
like a Charles Manson movie set kind of place.
So that's like the main field area when you first come in. Like here would probably be close to where like some of the parking will be. And there's a fire pit there with the granite stones. There's a lot of
guys, and like
there.
also like this is like undercarriage in case there's some rain. We don't expect rain, but there's that. And then there's these little camps that go along the river here.
Yeah, there's tons
that
of
are like super
structures.
Awesome.
You'll see. And there's allegedly more structures now. So I need to go back there and see if I can get some new video. And I keep saying that, and I should just do it. But this is a 40 by 40 pavilion down on the lower side of the property. And there's a kitchen here and other various just covered areas that all have power to them. So, we can be doing our How the World Works. We can have little presentations, little, small
cool.
music areas. Like, it's a very magical place. Like, it's like one of those places where you could just wander around and like every once in a while you'll just find something else cool going on to jam into,
Yeah, that little area right there, I could see like
it's like a little amphitheater.
That one, the way we did our little karaoke with the acoustic guitar at Crumb's house. I could see one of those as improv.
Yeah, we'll be doing karaoke.
Like there. Yeah, I can.
That's a fire pit.
Yeah, like that would be dope. Who
There you
says
go.
Dope anymore? I can't believe we just said dope.
I say dope.
Hey, welcome to my show. You can have it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, so like
dope.
even if you like crystals, but you hate Fiona Epsilon, you could still like have your own crystals camp, like all the way over to the end, and like never even interact with everybody else. I wouldn't recommend that because it's gonna be cool, but like there's like little camps everywhere, like to do whatever you want.
Hey,
that's
it's
whatever
like
you
a
want.
village. It'll be like a little esoteric village. Little
I-
magical esoteric
I
village.
love it. And I kissed my first girl in
Mhm.
4-H camp, my 4th grade.
Dude, too
summer
much.
break.
TMI, dude. TMI,
This is
dude.
not. This is
I
not
was
4-H camp.
I was more concerned about my my Capri Sun than the girl. I was in the 4th grade. But hey, Lowry, the necklace that Grace is making me is onyx stone with a tinfoil sombrero on it.
Nice. I'm my crystal knowledge is so low. Like I defer to Karen and Cami. I don't know shit about crystals. I just know if you shine like certain lights on them, they glow, which is kind of
Some
fun.
of them
I don't
glow,
know.
some of them don't. Some are
Well,
UV reactive and some are not.
Well,
And it
first of
also
all,
depends if it's long wave or short wave.
he got all his
Yeah.
crystal knowledge from Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Probably some of that probably went inside of me at some point in time. That's neither here nor there. Oh, there you go.
I've tried it.
So,
Not
so
for
this
me.
is super cool. It's a cool spot. And I don't know, man. I just feel like the vibe is so good. I just love it, and I'm just like, yeah.
It will be amazing for anybody who
Yeah.
decides to show up. You will definitely not regret it. You will love it. You will have the best time of your life.
I'm gonna
It'll
try.
be awesome.
Man, Lauer, you don't remember who that was in chat that day that was like, "Hey, I'm going through there. You want to cruise with me?" You remember that?
Rico, we'll figure out a way to get you there if you can get there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I think I remember that guy's call. Call. No. Oh, there he is. Hey, man. No, not you. I'm talking to him. Not you, Lionel.
So yeah.
Cool. That's what you're wearing.
I want to get like Karen, if like I want to do like a promo video, and like I want to keep covering it through, end of August, September, and maybe we'll like start featuring some music that's going to be there. So like, if you're just a music fan and you don't really care about the occulted world, that's fine. Put some music up of everybody that's playing, and we could do like talk about some of the subjects that you're going to have there, and like actually focus on an individual person. We'd like to get those guys on here just to help out the cause, like all the guests. So like I'm putting that out in the world. If you're going to be at Esoterica, reach out to Rico. Rico, you got an email for that? And we'll have you on, and we'll talk about your subject. You want to just do?
Yeah,
just
Stay
yours?
Gold Rico will be fine. I'll get it to the
staygoldrico@gmail.com. So if you're speaking or you're doing a presentation or doing something there, reach out to Rico, and we'd love to have you on. And we can kind of do an expansion of your bits that you're going to be talking about when you do go to Esoterica. And I kind of feel like I want to do that at as guests moving into September all the way up to the show. So like everyone that's going there and is a part of it, we'd be happy to like unwrap what you're going to be talking about here, and we'd give you a couple hours. So that's my thought on that.
There's Chief Crow. Hey, before I forget, now that you guys have an address, remember I got this donation for you guys to get you around. It's a Death Wish. It's my favorite brand.
It looks like an accident waiting to happen to me.
Well, I'm a Hurricane Rico. Hey, I ate shit on Lowry Street out here. They had an ambulance showed up. Like someone driving by must have seen me on the side of the road. I couldn't get up because it was raining. It's the only show I ever missed for that kind of thing.
Karen, what are you going to be talking about upcoming on Coffee Talk? You got any thoughts? I know you've been talking about the ongoing conflict on that sandy beach in the Middle East.
Yeah, sometimes I do talk about that because it's all like sometimes it's just in my face, and it's very overwhelming. It's really disheartening, the things that are going on in this world right now, but I try not to dwell on it. But it's also, you can't ignore it. Like you have no soul if you just ignore it. You just have no fucking soul.
You know what, like people in my family and people like history guys that my teachers in the past, they always said the same thing, and it kind of annoyed me. They would always, there's this one thing that they always defaulted to is like, those people have been fighting each other since before I was born. And I've heard that from history teachers to people in my family. They're like, they've been fighting each other forever. Why are you even worried about it? And I'm like,
No, there's a date. Like, we know when that happened. It started in
Yeah.
the late 40s. Like, we know there's no dispute about, oh, since before. It's not necessarily biblical. It's only biblical because of manipulation and mistranslations by certain people. But it really isn't biblical. If you actually follow the biblical teachings, you would know that the state of Israel shouldn't even fucking exist.
It was created by a certain person that we all
You're
know.
forgetting about the X Factor event.
I mean, yeah.
No,
like,
I shouldn't have said that. That was mean. You know who I'm talking about, right?
I don't know. Maybe I do.
I don't want to be mean.
Yeah, there was a date that a certain country was formed, and they're not hiding it. It's public record, and but yeah, like that you can't. How can you ignore that, Karen? Like, how can you like look at that sort of thing and be like, oh, so we're supposed to just be okay with people killing each other? Is that we're just supposed to do that? We're supposed to
not just killing. It's not people killing each other. It's one country literally slaughtering and blowing up and murdering thousands of innocent people who have no way to defend themselves. Like, it's literally a slaughter. It's not. There is no war. The Palestinians don't have an army. They don't have a military. That's just doesn't exist. They're just being slaughtered. They're like fish in a barrel is what they are.
Yeah, and it's funny also, you watch the mainstream news, they're kind of covering it, but not really, because of course it's propaganda. But like they'll cover it every now and then, and it's like, wait, so there's people talking to people over there. Like you said, you had a friend, that there's a lot of people that are speaking directly with people that are over there, and it's like, so what's actually happening over there? What's going on? And like, no, it's worse. It's worse than you're hearing. You're not hearing about anything that's going on. And what are they doing? They're just like paving real estate to build new buildings.
Oh,
right?
They're just leveling it. It's like basically a demolition. People in the way be damned. For their brand new Greater Israel beachfront property, elitist fucking wannabe Dubai bullshit or whatever they want to do. Essentially, they also want to build a new canal there.
Why would they do demolition when they could just melt the bricks?
Sorry, Karen. He was saving that.
No, it wasn't. That which guy, that redheaded guy is so weird.
No, she knows exactly who he is.
Okay.
It's not funny.
No.
You don't think he's funny? I think he's hilarious.
I don't think you're talking about the same person then.
I think he's a fucking retard, is what I think.
Yeah, the guy I'm talking about is too. Well,
so like if we were to if we were to talk about like if you're talking about that certain thing that's happening over there, this is the ongoing like struggle, as we all call it. Like, okay, there's always been a war, there's always going to be a war, war is endless, right? Like, do we feed back into it, Karen, by like, well, there's always going to be war, there's always been conflict? Or do you have a feeling that it's going to be a break from always being conflict? This question's for Karen.
Well, I think people need to quit being complicit, and they need to speak up and be vocal and be against this stuff in any way that they can be, by not financing fucking Amazon, because apparently Amazon is one of the biggest financiers of the Amazon Web Services, and making it able for their AI to target and kill people over there. And I was a big Amazon. I'm a big, have been a big Amazon user, and I really just have been weaning myself off of Amazon because it's just so disgusting. Like, I can't even, it just makes me sick to think that any of the things that I'm spending my money on are going towards that shit. Like, that is not what this is supposed to be about. That's not what, free market capitalism is supposed to be about. You're supposed to be able to put your money where you believe it should be going and supporting things that you want them to support, and supporting American businesses and American people. But no, you're just fucking supporting blowing up innocent women and children. You're supporting dismembering innocent human beings instead. It's horrific. I'm sorry. You
God,
guys brought this
Karen.
shit up. You guys
Well,
brought
no,
this shit
actually, you're
up.
blowing my mind right now, because I think subconsciously I felt like I was doing the right thing by not going to Walmart anymore and getting my
You
savings
think
off
so,
Amazon.
but actually
But you
going
just
to
made me
Walmart at
realize
this
I'm
point is
doing
better than
even worse.
fucking Amazon, as sad as it is. I
think I'm
fucking
about-
hate Walmart.
I didn't even
But
put it
it's,
together like that. That's
yes, Amazon is giving millions of dollars to Israel to blow people up, just like America is, like the entire government. Like, I don't even know how you even exist in this country and not support that shit. Like, how is it even? You would have to be completely off grid and growing every stitch of your food, and having all of your, providing your own energy. Seriously, like, you have to. Everybody has to live like Ben fucking Balderson, essentially, right? To not be supporting Israel at this point. I mean, it's disgusting. Did any of you vote for this? Did you? Yeah, I'm okay having my life as, and it doesn't matter if you blow up a bunch of innocent people somewhere, whatever, fuck those,
Yeah.
like, it's soul crushing.
I'm having such a weird moment right now, because I honestly, in my mind, I haven't really thought about it either, to be honest, but I thought I was doing better, but I'm actually went the other way. It just feels like I'm doing better because I'm ordering online, but these aren't private shops. I mean, these are like apocalyptic kind of businesses.
I think
to do business on Amazon, it's a lot like Apple. Like, they're like, we take this percentage, and if you don't like it, don't do business here. But because of the exposure you get, a lot of businesses will sell stuff on Amazon, and people will put their apps on the Apple App Store because it gets so much exposure that it's a net positive, even though really they're giving up a lot of their profit to these big companies by participating in that business. And that's how Amazon is. They take like half of every profit that you make, like half. And then
Wow.
they send it to Israel to blow up babies and women.
Karen, I don't know if you grew up around this kind of scene. I'm figuring from some of the stories I've heard you tell, you have, but there's a whole culture of skateboarding kids that won't know what it meant to go and hang out at the skate shop. You didn't just go to pick out a deck. You saw the new video there. You met your friends there. You met your friends that found a new spot. Like, it was a whole culture that's just gone now. It doesn't happen anymore, and it breaks my heart. And like, online business at first was cool and Amazon's convenient, but like, the fact that I went so far the other way that I really thought I was doing better than Walmart by Amazon. I just ordered shave cream
but
today.
outside of all that, look at our cities. They're crumbling. Businesses are failing. Like, brick and mortar retail is whirling down the drain.
Mm-hmm. And all the cities look the same too. It's like that.
People can't get jobs. AI is replacing everything. Like, it's everybody's going to be working in a warehouse instead of in a retail shop. I mean, it's
15-minute cities.
It's a disaster.
Oh my God! Let's find a way not to end on a dark note. Hey, Benjamin.
but really, though, let's end on a positive note. Is that Esoterica is coming in October. All you peeps on the East Coast, we're gonna keep talking about this up and through mid-October when it happens, and it's a really, really, really good place to come. And like, if especially like people out there that kind of are suddenly starting to kind of wake up a little bit, but you want to come meet some people that you can talk openly with, this is gonna be the place, because not only that, it's just fun. It's fun. Like, that's the craziest thing about me coming from like the rock and roll world and being on tour for like so many years. It's like somebody found out that I think of a different cosmology. Like, Oh, you're like a religious freak, flat earther. No, no, not at all. It's like I just checked, and it's like that couldn't measure any curvature. I'm still just as fun as I was before. These places, the like Flattoberfest and Esoterica, like they it's super fun. You're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna talk about some shit that you've never even thought you'd talk about with people that are wide open to it. And yeah, that's my experience. So there you go.
Definitely. And I promise not to bum everybody out with talking about Israel and Palestine the whole time. These guys brought it up, but I really want
No, I'm
it to
glad it came
be,
up.
I really want it to be an event where you can sort of get away from that stuff. Like, not that we're ignoring it, not that we're discounting what's happening to these people and the blight that are on people of this plane, but you have to take time yourself to get away from all that psychologically, physically, like energetically, or that shit will drag you down into depression. I
Indeed.
know, because it has almost dragged me there quite a few times. So while I won't ignore it and I will talk about these things, I also recognize that these things can't consume you 24/7. You really have to get with other people, and you have to fill your well, right? You have a well, everybody's got their own well that is full of, expendable energy or good energy or whatever. And you have to decide what you want, what you want to spend that energy on, but also you have to refill it. Otherwise you can't be a good person and provide to the world, or put good vibes into the world, or spread knowledge to the world, or whatever it is you do. you know Eventually you have to do something to make yourself feel better, so that you can continue to try to improve the world around you, which is what this is all about, if that makes sense.
Indeed.
Yeah, okay, thank
Amen.
you. That was a great way to bring it back up. So as long as like you see what's going on and you try to course correct, because there's no way I could get rid of Amazon overnight.
No, you have to wean yourself off of it. Like, there's things that like, I'm working on it too. I'm like, I have to figure out where I'm going to get XYZ, because I'm not going to spend my money there anymore. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But yeah,
mom and pop shops are dead, man.
yeah. And think about it. And people, places like Amazon and, Walmart, but mostly even Amazon more so than Walmart, are why, right? And then where is that money going to? And then what are we getting from Amazon? Like, more and more, it's increasingly become like cheap Chinese crap,
Right. Oh yeah.
Don't know if
Yeah,
anybody's noticed that.
And I want to, because we're on that's a positive note that we're ending on here.
Yeah, I got an
Karen,
outro song I'm gonna play.
Yep,
and
2 seconds, real quick here, Rico. Karen, all your guests that are going to be either speaking or presenting or hanging out, please forward them to staygoldrico@gmail.com. We'd love to feature them in a full 2-hour thing leading up through the event. So send them all to us. If they want to come on, great. If they don't, it's no big deal. But we would love to get to know some of the people that are going to be there, and we can let them, stretch out their wings.
Do you have a date already? You should probably have a date. So like, if
I've got a few I could do.
He's got the calendar.
Yeah,
Okay,
I do all that. You know what? I'll just email you after this.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to do one, like, if everyone said yes, I'd be glad to do a nice 4-hour marathon run. Well, I'll say that you do one every Monday. You're a better person than me. Cami, no, I don't know how you do it every week. I did my show last night and tonight, and right now I am just beat. I'm trying to get us out of here. Cami, I love you. Karen B, I love you. Nico, I love you over there. Lowry,
where's Nico? Hi, Nico.
She was having a hangry night. She was one of those nights, so she'll be back next week.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So, but anyway, thank you, Karen, Cami. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll be back, the same time next week, and Esoterica, baby.
I'll announce that guest soon. All right, playing a song, and then I'll say goodbye. Good night.
All right. Later, y'all. And
bye, Karen.
Agent Andrew. Who doesn't talk.
Chance over, you can bet in mid-October I will still be ranting that most early day. Yeah, he's a winner, he's a while he dies on the wrong side of the day. And I said, I don't understand why I'm fumbling after. You're the reason I cannot forget this season, or the letter when you first referred to it. And I said, it's not easy now to walk around when your shoulders down. It's not easy now. Chance over, you can bet we meet October, and I'll still be renting that most early May. See, he's a winner, he's a
goddamn
sinner. I lean down to on the wrong side of the day, and I said, I don't understand now why I'm fumbling after. You're the reason I cannot forget this season, or the lesson how we never shall not kill it. Time collapses, but it's not easy to walk away when the sun is out. It's not easy it's just a tango, but it's not easy to shout. I'll around with my horn down now. It's not easy to I'll keep coming down on you now. Justin Baruch, you can't trust no man who's a goblin when you can't trust me. You can't trust no man with a gun at all. You can't trust me. You can't trust me.
And then there was one.
It's not easy to walk around with your shoulders down. Right, it's not easy to it's just a tango, but it's not easy to shout. And I walk around with my horns out now, but it ain't fucking easy to know. Right to you, and you are in battle blame. No, you right, what you hear. Plan to you, and you are in battle blame. No, your brain, won't you?
All right. Thank you all for leaving me. I did the sound check by myself. I did the show setup too. Good night, guys. I love you all so much for being here. Seriously. Nico, I hope you're all right. I hope you got fed. And Andrew, I hope you finish your electric work. And chat, I love you guys too. And sorry for the glass jaw there. I know they're not a very popular band, but I love them. And you guys have to deal with it because that's how I roll. All right. Good night, guys. I love you all so much.